Yes, welcome to the No State Project. It is, my gosh, December 1st, 2012. We're here live from the Fortified Compound in Phoenix, Arizona. My name, of course, Mark Stevens, author of Adventures in Legal Land and the soon-to-be-released Government Indicted. And we're taking your calls today. It's, of course, 218-632-9399. That's 218-632-9399. You can also Skype me during the show. It is Frank Rizzo 3, and you can once you I can put you into the No State Project chat after that. But what I want to be, and I will be taking calls. I know we've got a full boat right now already, and I appreciate that. I access some indulgence on time because I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone here, and I want to get something out of the way before. Little something that happened this week that involved, it has to do with an update to the racketeering complaint that I filed. So I spoke with this woman. Her name is Deborah Schaefer. And she told me she wasn't going to take any action, and she wasn't really going to discuss things. But I have everything in the article that happened here. But what she did was I called her the next day, until she emailed me, and I wanted her reasons in writing. And she emailed me, and she sent me a section that, and for those who aren't aware, what the courts are doing is they threaten you if you don't pay the same day the fine is imposed. So what I had showed here was the actual statute says failure to pay civil penalty. A person shall pay all civil penalties within 30 days from judgment, and only if it's an undue economic burden within the 30 days do they do the financial stuff and allow you to go on a payment program. So as justification, she sent me this. It says it's Title Arizona Revised Statutes, Title 12, Courts and Court Proceedings, 12-116, Time Payment Fee. And it says, in addition to any other assessment authorized by law, a fee of $20 shall be assessed on each person who pays a court-ordered penalty, fine, or sanction on a time payment basis. And a time payment basis shall be any penalty or fine or sanction not paid in full on the date the court imposed the fine, notwithstanding any other law. Of course, that's would take this into account, this other section. Paying all civil penalties within 30 days. There are other threats, though. It's not just the $20. They lead you to believe, and they threaten you, you have to pay today. Now, a little more evidence of that, if we go down here, this is Maricopa County Justice Courts. I like this because there's no other ads. If you go down here and they're talking about traffic violations, I know this is not the Tempe Municipal Court, but this is just to demonstrate, how they operate the same way. They say down here, failure to appear or pay will result in serious consequences. They lead you to believe and they threaten you if you do not pay, they're going to suspend a driver's license, they may issue a warrant for your arrest, and things like this. It's not just the 30 days. So what I did was yesterday I went down to the East Mesa Justice Court where I used to put these flyers up that you do not have to pay the same day. That it's a lie. So you don't have to pay with 30 days to pay, regardless of what they say to you. So I went down and I spoke to a woman yesterday, and her name was, oh gosh, they do not like me down there one bit. Her name was Mary Sumis, or Summis. She didn't want to tell me, but she had her badge on, so I just looked at her badge. We don't have to give you our last names. Just let me see your badge. So I got her name, and I was asking her some questions. I was like, look, why do you insist that everybody pay the same day or suffer consequences? Why are you threatening them? Let's see, let's go back here again. Why are you threatening serious consequences if they don't pay the same day when the law allows you to pay within 30 days? She says that she disagreed with me. I said, so you're not familiar with Section 28-1601, here we go, that states that all civil penalties can be paid within 30 days. She disagreed with me. She says, I'm not going to bother and debate the law with you. So why don't you just take 30 seconds, go sit back down at your computer. You could just do a Google search for 28-1601 of the Arizona Revised Statutes. You can read it for yourself. She didn't want to do that. And so I had asked her, does it bother you at all that you may be doing something and threatening people and leading people to believe that they have to do something the same day when the law actually requires 30 days? And she wouldn't respond to that. She wouldn't respond. Well, how about that? So she starts getting a bit hostile with me. She gets an aggressive stance in the way she's talking to me. And she says, no, I do not believe that. Sir, I don't know. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm like, look, it's not a matter of me feeling any certain way. The law says one thing, and you're not even interested in looking at that. I said, you guys could be misleading people. I mean, do you at least say to people you don't have to pay today, but we'll have to charge you another $20? Well, no, you only say you have to pay today. Why mislead them? She didn't believe that she was misleading them, though. I was like, well, why don't you take a look at the statute? I know, silly me. I should have brought a copy of it with me, and I usually do, but I had a little lapse in time. I had a very short window of opportunity to go down there, and then so I didn't have that. But I'll do that. So they sent the security guy. They sent this, I guess he's an older guy, an older gentleman, to do some faux intimidation on me. I said, excuse me, I'm here from the press. I'm just asking a few questions. Well, you've already asked it a number of times, and I don't think this is going anyway. What, you're going to throw me out because you don't like the way the conversation's going? I said, look, I haven't gotten a satisfactory answer. And so I'm going to ask the questions, and if she does not want to answer them, that's her business. But you don't come here try to threaten to throw me out because I'm just asking a few questions. This is what they do. Just asking a few questions, they don't like it. They do not like to be challenged. So I took her name and everything. I said, so bottom line here, you and no one here is concerned at all that the law may require something different than what you're telling people? It doesn't bother you in the least? No, it doesn't bother me at all. Nope. Okay. All right. Now, I left. I told the security guard again, you don't need to resort to intimidation. I'm just a member, and I'm just a member of the press, and you don't need to do that. And I left. But what they can stop me from doing, and I know we run the risk of, what do they call that? What the hell is that called? Disturbing the peace. But I plan on doing like I did before. And Dan, I know, we'll set a date, maybe do this over in Tempe and some other courts. Because we know that you have 30 days to do it, but they are threatening you here. It's right there in plain English. Again, this is the Maricopa County Justice Courts, which they're doing the same things as the municipal courts. And so they threaten you here. Failure to pay will result in serious consequences. Now, that seems a little bit more than a $20 time payment fee when they're talking about serious consequences. And I've been there, and just like I told them yesterday, I've been forced to go through these procedures. I've been in here, I've been in other courts, and I know full well that you guys threaten us every time there's a fine, and you threaten us with consequences if we don't pay the same day. You don't say that we have 30 days to pay, like it says in their actual statutes, but the statutes mean nothing. So what they can stop us from doing, at least initially, not legally or morally, is giving out flyers that have this statute on there, that you have 30 days to pay, so that the people that are going in there are being forced to go in there, they know full well, and they'll have the documents in front of them. Say, look, it says right here according to your own statute. Here, I got a copy so you don't have to take the 12 seconds to Google that, okay? Here it is for you to look at yourself. Don't threaten me with having to pay today. I'll pay your $20 worth of blood money, but the $700 fine, I'm going to take the full 30 days to pay that, if I pay it at all. So I'm sure that somewhere down the line, because these clerks are pretty mean. And I had them yell at me a number of years ago. My kids were witness to that, yelling and screaming because I wanted to pay. And they were insisting that, and I've mentioned it before, they were insisting that I had to file an answer before I could, be required to pay. And I said, well, no, I'm filing a motion to dismiss, and you said you wouldn't accept it because I didn't pay. Well, here's the X amount of dollars. Let me pay. So, but I linked on the forum today. There was a complaint from Mark Childs that he was reprimanded by the Judicial Conduct Commission here in Arizona because of his conduct and favoring prosecutor. And I have the information, it's all on the website. But what's interesting is a comment that the complainant made was that how the judge, despite his behavior, which he's been reprimanded for, it was the complainant that the clerks looked at, and in his words, they looked at him as if he was a child molester. And you get the same thing every time you talk to those people down there. My name is Mark Stevens. This is No State Project. We'll be taking your calls and more on the other side of the break, so don't go away.